stop. Don't stop. When have you ever heard those voices running in your head? Stop. Don't stop. I hear those voices way more often than I'd like to admit. And often they have just led to confusion. Have you ever noticed that when you step into the first voice that says stop, trying to keep you safe, like stop doing the thing, don't do it again. And then the next voice says, don't stop.
I think that's everybody. I think sometimes we have to be convinced.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes we have to be coerced, massaged.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes our first reaction is no, it's don't, it's no, stop.
No.
Don't.
No. Mm-hmm.
And then after a while, a little bit of stroking and coercing, and sometimes our mind goes, oh, you know what, maybe that's not a really bad idea.
So during the COVID pause, like have you paused your life for anything in COVID? We sure have. And one of the things that we paused due to COVID, about a month in actually, so April 24th, which was our 38th anniversary, was our last inside track on CHRI. We've had some other things, but we paused for COVID because we thought, how do we get in the same studio? And really, it was an easy yes to pause. We could blame COVID. We let the excuse of COVID run us.
Yeah, I think the uncertainty of what the future held and the, you know, going into a recording area with other people and the fear around COVID, and it just made me anyway, say, you know what, I want to stop. Don't keep going. Don't keep after 9 seasons of radio shows.
After like 423 episodes, the stop was, I'm going to admit this out loud, was actually kind of welcome. Because the voice in my head was saying, who really wants to hear anymore anyway?
And like, you need a break.
I need a break.
You need some time
what
off.
more is there to share? Like what's left to be said about real estate or even life, living life exponential when we've done 423 episodes? So 30 minutes each? Like that's a lot of content, plus the 1,000 real and raw videos, plus the lives that we had done, plus the programs we'd created. So we thought, you know, inside track, COVID, we actually welcome you. We welcome you because you now have given us opportunity to stop.
Yeah, maybe type in chat if you have stopped anything due to COVID or whatever else went on in your life. Yeah. So you're going, you know what? Did I do the right thing?
Yeah.
And maybe you're going, heck yes, I did the right thing, you know? And maybe you're going, I'm really missing that, you know, like hockey stopped for me. And for a while it was nice. We spent more time together, but it was forced upon me. And after a while I'm going, I really want to start up hockey again.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
And we have a tendency, I don't know about you, but I leaned into this tendency, and I suspect you have it too, that sometimes we lean into, I wish I could come across the desk at you better so I could lean in more. There we go. Leaning. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Lean in. Like we have a tendency to lean into ease and comfort and what's familiar and what would just be less arduous for us. And so that's why we leaned in. And then, have you ever noticed that once in a while, what caused you to lean in was really kind of delusional? It really wasn't the best thing to lean into. And then we heard your voice. Then we started to hear, no, we want more. We like these shows. We gain value. We have made investments that we wouldn't have made. We've made moves that served our family beautifully that we wouldn't have moved. We made decisions about how to make those moves without the distress that we had last time because of what we learned on the episode of An Inside Track. We've taught our kids how to manage their money, and you were the impetus for that.
You remember the one where you taught how to make a big decision?
Mm-hmm.
And it involved sticky notes, didn't it?
Yeah, it involved sticky notes.
And we had someone come to us and say, that helped me profoundly.
And I made a move that I knew I was to make for 5 years. And someone else came and said, we actually leaned into that exercise and used it for something completely unrelated to making a move, which is the point. It's about anything. And so we have a tendency to listen sometimes to the wrong voice. I was listening to the wrong voice for one. So my question—
Yeah, always listen to me, Etta. That will be perfect.
That's not always the right voice either, because in this case, we were leaning into each other's voice. And both our voices were saying, this is like really too hard. This is too much. We don't have the time. We don't have the resources. We don't have the space. It's not safe. Let's just stop. Let's don't continue. And then we heard you. And you said, don't
we miss it.
Stop.
We miss it.
We miss you. We miss hearing it. And you said, don't stop. So we chose to lean into you.
It's kind of like when you go to an intersection and the light's red, but the police officer's standing there and he's going like, go through, and you look up at the light and you go, oh, should I go? But the police officer's going, come on, go through. And you're slowing down and he's getting ticked off at you because you're slowing down traffic. He's trying to direct people and he wants the traffic to flow and he's waving furiously at you. That's what our clients and friends were doing. They were waving at us. Come on, don't stop.
Keep going. Don't worry about the red lights of COVID. Don't worry about the red lights of ease and comfort. Just come through the intersection. And so I want to stop for a moment right here, right now, and say thank you. Like, thank you for being loud enough. Yeah, being loud enough and persistent enough and sharing your stories. Because you shared your stories, we woke up and chose to drive through the red light. The red light of comfort, because you were waving us through in safety. It was
That's a fantastic analogy. I wish I would have thought of that.
You did.
Drive through the red light of safety. That's cool.
Drive through the red light of safety. So I ask you, in your own life, when have you been waved through by those that can see what you can't see, that know what you can't know, that aren't caught up in their excuses because they're not attached to your excuses? Like, have you ever got attached to your own excuses and they feel really sexy and really good and really comfortable?
That's why I call it rationalize.
Yeah, the rational lies.
Yeah.
So when have you, type in chat, whether you're listening to this live or you're listening to the replay, type in chat, when have you listened to your own rational lies and excuses and gave your own power to the excuses? Like, whew, and your friends and those that love you and care about you were saying, come on through the red light, come through the stop sign, come through with us, because we know better. When have you listened? So that's the first question. When have you listened to the person waving you through? So we listen to you. And so we will be grateful. And not only will we be grateful, many other people will be grateful for you because you chose to keep us moving past from stop to don't stop. Don't stop. Keep on moving through the red.
And then what we had to do was go, okay, if we're going to restart,
Right.
Do we want it to be identical? Or do we want to change things up a little bit? Because,
yeah,
you know, variety is the spice of life sometimes.
And more so, we listen to you. We have 9 years of feedback, 9 seasons of feedback, 423 episodes of feedback that you gave us. And we heard things like 30 minutes was fantastic when you started 9 seasons ago. And if you're going to launch the 10th season, you might not want to do them at 30 minutes. That's a little long today.
Yeah.
Our attention spans aren't what they were a decade ago. So that was one piece. Let's make them more concise. Let's stay to one point at a time. Don't go all over the place yet, and Ken, because we just have so much knowledge we want to give you. We want to give you everything. I'm going to confess.
There's the spoon.
There's the spoon. You see this itsy bitsy spoon?
That's because Yetta was born with a silver spoon.
That's actually not why. The whole village got together to get me one. But the reason for this little itsy bitsy spoon, and if you can see the size in context, it's about the size of my baby finger, which my baby fingers are little because my fingers are short. I got little stubby fingers. And so the spoon reminds me of what you've told me again and again and again. And that is, don't feed us with a backhoe. Don't take a backhoe and shovel it into the inside track and tell me about everything you know at one time. Because you know, Yetta, Ken, you know, you're pretty confusing when you do that. So instead, give us one topic at a time. So that's one of the changes. And we decided.
So why do you carry that spoon, Yetta?
Because every so often, I forget.
You need a reminder.
I need a reminder.
It's a visual existence system to remind you to stay on topic, and me to stay on topic as well. Yeah, because I'm the squirrel guy. I go, oh, look, a squirrel.
Right.
And I'll be saying things.
I know. We go all over. We go on piggy trails. We got to tell you a little bit about finance, and then we mix in a little bit about relationship, and then we go, oh, what about? So
it's kind of like life, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit of harmony in your life is probably what everybody desires. A little bit of relationship, a little bit, you know, even better finances, even better health, even better relationships, even better spirituality and peace and joy in your life. Some people call that happiness.
Some people call it joy. Some people call it harmony. Some people call it fulfillment and purpose. And so because of what you told us, we've decided that we're going to take you back for the last 9 seasons before we take you forward. So starting on Friday, November 27th, on all the Decker Team channels, you're going to get hand-selected first of our favorite in relation to real estate and investment. And then starting on Tuesday, December 1st, you're going to get our favorite hand-selected on all things life.
So let me get this clear.
On the Double Decker channels.
So on the 27th, on Decker Team channel, you'll get channels,
Instagram, Facebook,
I see. Okay.
YouTube.
I see what you mean by channels. I was thinking YouTube channel, but you're talking all
LinkedIn.
Okay, cool. So we're going to get real estate content
and investment real estate content.
The best of the past that we've hand selected.
Our favorites.
Yeah,
I don't know if there are the best.
They might not even be the best.
They might not be.
But
they're certainly fun, and they're our favorites. And boy, is it hard to watch. And I don't look like that no more. I don't talk like that no more. So some of it's just for entertainment value. I'll tell you right now.
It's fun to look back.
We're going back to find the favorites for the next 10 weeks. On Fridays, you can count on all the Decker Team channels to have a real estate or an investment, which is real estate, episode.
On Fridays.
And they're going to be 30 minutes. They're all going to be 30 minutes because that's what we were doing in the past.
And then on Tuesdays, you're going to get shows that are like
Life exponential. They're going to be about your mental capacity, about your
Physical
relational, your physical health, and even your personal finances.
Ooh, that's a scary place to tread, isn't
I
it?
know. And so we're going to share the favorites in relation to all of that on the Double Decker channels starting on Tuesday, December 1st for the next 10 weeks. Because that's taking you back. And then this is also really exciting. It's because of you.
Let's here we go forward.
Because now we're going to take you forward, take you back so that we can take you forward because you asked us to. We're going to go forward on February 5th on Family Radio 99.1. We will launch the new Life's Inside track. And there'll be a lot more coming about the details and what to expect and what the topics.
Episodes and what's important is if you don't live in Ottawa,
right,
you can still tune in on the internet and 99.1 FM and CHRI radio. They have an app. You can listen to it on the internet.
Or you can tune in because they also record the video. So you can do podcast or you can do video version. We record it both ways. So we are so grateful. Like we're excited because you caused us. You won out. Your voice overruled our voice.
Our internal voice.
Our internal voices and the ones that we were saying to each other.
Yes.
So your voice won out over our own.
That reminds me of a song.
Ridiculous voice. You got the power. Say it again. You got the power. Okay, I could try. That took a lot of courage. And so what in your life will take a lot of courage? Where will another voice win out for you? Let another voice win out because you know it's the best thing. So I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. We're grateful that your voice was loud enough, long enough, persistent enough, and gentle enough at times when we weren't listening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Because not only will you win, everyone else will win and we win. So thank you for helping us win. Yeah, thank you.
We are honored. Super honored, huh?
Yeah, super honored.
To be your advocates. Right?
Yeah, right. I'm listening.
Okay.
We're super honored to be your advocates. Yeah.
On your journey, on our journey together in real estate and life exponential.
Have a great day. So that's not working, but we are thrilled that we get to continue.